Another stupid study. No, not the tolls one. I'm Mark Greenstein. This is the Daily Fire for July 30th. I am referring instead to the study that the Daily Mirror reports about professors wanting to study the sleep habits so that we can engineer different start times for Connecticut schools. High schoolers, they claim, can't function well with the relatively early start times that we've been living with since at least the 1960s when I went to school. So why have we suddenly needed to change? Well, I know nothing about these professors, but I will venture a strong guess that they voted Democrat. And that's because anything that's a little bit uncomfortable is what Democrats would like to say society has to change. All right, getting up early is uncomfortable for almost all of us, okay? Whatever that time is, we'd like to generally stay in bed longer. High schoolers are not any less capable of changing their habits than anybody else and doing just as well with an early start time. What are these people going to do if you actually find that earlier is minutely less effective? Are they going to then change the busing schedules when we change our daylight savings clocks twice a year? Okay, there's a lot of good in standards, but many professors don't like those standards, and many of those calling for this study, I think, would like to see a finding of, well, we have to change. I like when individuals change. That's what conservatives ask. Something is imperfect, work on yourself, okay? I used to stay up very late and sleep late. I changed that instantly when I got a radio show. This was back in college, and I had to be opening the station at 5:40 in the morning. Ever since then, I've been a relatively early riser, and thank goodness. Those who are calling for this study are missing the bigger problem. It's that high schoolers are overworked. There are more things that they're compelled to do, and we still have just a 24-hour day. And we have some of that time that needs to be used for sleep. So isn't it better to assess how high schoolers can just gain more time? Okay? It would be irrelevant when the school day starts in the morning if kids weren't just pressed and exhausted with all their stuff to do during the rest of the day. Well, there are some solutions there. I have one. We use it here in our Amigo classes, and I would like to be using it across the board in Connecticut schools. Don't make kids get up and go from classroom to classroom. They spend 20 to 30 minutes a day in transit. Instead, have teachers come to them, okay? 25 seated students in a room, one moving teacher who can move a laptop, who can bring down a smartboard, and yes, even can move an old-fashioned chalkboard in if she or he really needs it. It is so much more easy, and the time that's spent in commute is the teachers, not 25 kids. What can those 25 kids be doing in those 5 to maybe 10 minutes? How about thinking about the last class to get the most out of it? Maybe it's socializing. Maybe it's grabbing a bite to eat. But all of those could be done in your seats at desks that make you more of an office holder. You treat yourself more professionally by having your space for the whole morning. Maybe you move classrooms to a lab room in the afternoon, or maybe your thing is athletics and nutrition and you're going to another part of the school. But once, okay? Don't go 7 or 8 periods a day in transit. I'm Mark Stewart Greenstein, proud to be saving the state some money and saving every high school student a lot of time.